Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be starting a new series. It's called the My Life As Doll series. And right now you're looking at a closet that I made myself with an old shoebox, some cardboard, and a piece of a hanger. And these are all My Life As Girl doll accessories in it. And down here, when you open up this, you see that she has shoes and a pocketbook and crowns down here. And up here in the back, you can see she has glasses, sunglasses, a hat, some socks. And these are some dresses that I made. And we're going to be reviewing these dresses today. And I'm not going to show you how I made them, but I hand sewed this one, and this one I just machine sewed it, which was terrible. And this one I did not sew, but we're going to be reviewing those today, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is my doll, and her name is Victoria. I got her about 5 years ago, and she's actually a one-of-a-kind doll, because they discontinued her line, and as you can see, she has like these pink stripes in her hair. When I first got her, there were two big curly puff balls, but now it's like all straight because I used a comb and a brush and some water. Sorry, my clipboard just fell over. But this dress that you're looking at, I actually made it and I sewed it by hand, which you can clearly tell. But the neckline was a little low and I didn't really like how low it was. So I tried to, give it a little height, but that didn't really work out. And it was my first dress sewing by hand. And if you turn her around to the back, you can see that she has waffle buttons. And the waffle buttons, they're not handmade, but I actually got them from this store that I love to shop at. Sorry, I was having some difficulty standing her up. But this dress was hand sewn, and this material up here is like really stretchy. It's made from an old dress. It's cut from an old dress that I had. And as you can see over here, I have a lot of that material left. I even made a pillow from it. And when you see the bottom part of her dress, you can see that I cut some strips of fabric and just sewed them onto this part. And this part right here is just some material that I had left over from a pillow that I made for my mom. And I have this material in green, purple, red, and then I have some blue tulle and some black tulle. But this is the first dress I ever made for her, and there's going to be a series of where I show myself making the dresses and videoing them and, posting them on YouTube so that you guys can see how they're made. But this was the first one I made and I really liked it, and my mom loved it because, my mom's favorite color is green. So she really loved the dress and it was just amazing. So I want to show you guys. So this is the second dress that I made, and I'm sorry about how bad it looks around these edges, but I made this dress at 2 in the morning and I was really kind of tired, so that's why some of you can see some of these seams right here. And that's because when I was sewing it, I kind of sewed it really wrong, so that this part isn't actually sewed to anything. I was just sewing and I was a little sleepy, but I wasn't that sleepy, so I stayed up and finished it because it was on my agenda that I had to finish for the week. And when I was making it, I actually had it whole planned out and everything. And I'm going to show you my planner board where I design most of the dresses and, draw them out, fix them up. And then when I make them, I would constantly look back at the planner board to make sure it keeps looking like that. But this did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I wanted this to be all flary and to come out sort of. And there was going to be a little cut in the dress so that her leg would show, but it didn't really the dress never actually turned out how I wanted it to. But it kind of looks like something you would wear to a funeral. Sorry, but it does. And on the back, there's a ton of mess going on back there, but I'm gonna show you guys anyway. See, it looks really bad. When I was making the dress, I accidentally messed up on her measurements, and I made the back pieces too small, so I tried to extend them, but then I ran out of fabric of this silky material. I ran out of it, so I had to use some of this, and I put a cookie button on the back. And let me show you my my pack of buttons. Ooh, sorry, I dropped it. See, this is my pack of buttons, and you can see there's like all types of them in there, and I'm gonna actually show you them too. See, I get my buttons from Michaels. They have these things called Dress It Up buttons, and it's like really great. And as you can see, this one is like a this one I guess is like an ice cream sandwich type of button. But those, I got this one from the freezer treat packet, and then I got these from the freezer treat packet also. And I got these ones. I got the bacon, the eggs, the plate of pancakes, the waffles. I got those from the breakfast bunch. And these were in freezer treats. These were just the cookie jar ones, because you know they're cookies, like cookies, and they actually can come apart. I've taken them all apart before, and I've put them back together because, you know, just a bad habit of mine. But these are the buttons that I used, and the button that I used on the back of her dress is like, these are a pair of jeans that I made. The button looks like this one, except for instead of the chocolate, it's like a raspberry filling. And I also made some socks for her, but she's not wearing them right now. I just took these off of her, actually. Took these off of her, and then she also had on this shirt that I made. It looks really bad on the back, but once you button it up, it actually looks a lot better. And as you can see, I used bacon strips on it. But most of her clothes that I make for her have these buttons, because these are like my signature. These are like signatures for me. So like you would know, instead of like writing my name on a little print on a little piece of fabric and sewing it on the back, on the inside of the bag, I would always use like a button like this. And they're actually really cheap. They're like $2 for a pack, and for a pack at Michaels, and they come like a lot in the pack. But I keep them in this case, which is actually an old nail case that I got from Rite Aid like 2 years ago. It's by Kiss Nails, and I keep them in here because it's easier storage, and they're separated. This is the cookies, and the cookies overfilled, so these are cookies with filling. And then I had up here, there were 2 different types of cookies in here. Up here I had cookies without filling. These are the waffles, biscotti, bacon, eggs, pancakes on a plate, cookie. These are actually frozen treat cookies. And then you got the wafer sandwiches or ice cream sandwiches. And you got these ice cream bars, and this one looks like a chocolate ice cream with walnuts on top. But back to the dress. Sorry, I got off topic there. Back to the dress. It's actually really cute, sort of, if you were like going to like a funeral and you wanted to bring your doll, or you were going to somewhere like, or you like long black dresses that look, you know, emo-ish. I mean, I'm not against emos. I wear a lot of black myself, so that's why like I was really excited to make this dress. But yeah, so I don't really have a problem with this dress. I actually kind of like it because, you know, it's made from one of my favorite colors. It feels really nice. Like this feels like super soft, and then this is nice and silky. And it's actually a nice dress. And hold on, I'm gonna show you my my designing board. So I have now just moved over the doll. She's still here. And I'm showing you my design board. See, when I was making the dress, I accidentally peeled a little piece of tape off, and I was trying to put it back on, but it wouldn't stick. So I just used duct tape over this. And this is my own DIY whiteboard. It's just some printouts of croquets. And then I traced over with a permanent marker and put this one has duct tape over it, and this one has regular tape, and so this one has regular tape too. So when you would take like a whiteboard marker and you could write on it, and then you could erase it, and then it's like See, hold on, I think I can do it here. It's actually hard to erase if you leave it on regular tape for a while. But if you get like a wet wipe or like a wet napkin or something wet and you just rub it on there, it'll come right off. But I like the duct tape one better. This is how her dress was supposed to look, and it sort of came out like that. This is the ruffles, like these parts, these little folded over parts. It sort of came out how I wanted it, but it doesn't really matter because she still looks cute in it, you know, all gothing it up and everything. But you know, I've got the front view, side view, back view. Oh, and up here, these are all my patterns that I made myself. And then I've got another whole clipboard full of patterns, full of designing patterns, like all these, and these are all my design patterns. And this is just a regular old clipboard, and I even spray painted it on the front part. Ouch. I even spray painted it because, you know, I had to make it look, you know, like how I would want it to. And I just used some spray paints that my mom got for me. Here, I'm going to show you one of them. That's one of them. And then I've got an orange one and a blue one just like it. But, that's all I really got to show you for today. And I'm actually going to put a pair of her glasses on her. I'm going to put on her seeing glasses. And these glasses, they were like sunglasses, but I took out the sunglass part and I put a piece of hard plastic in there so that they would look like regular glasses. See? Because I wear glasses myself, so it's like she's like an exact copy of me except for her hairstyle now, because my hair is kind of blonde. But when I got her like 5 years ago, people used to tell me and my doll look alike, and it was like, okay. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and comment down below if you would like what you would like to see next, and if you would like me to make you your own dress for your doll. And, you know, like, comment, share with your friends. Make sure, you know, everybody sees this because it's kind of awesome. And thank you very much. Bye.